Hey guys, Thunderstruck MTB here. Today we are going to talk about carpal tunnel syndrome and unfortunately my experience with it. So everything I'm about to tell you is just my firsthand experience and things that I wish I would have done differently. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm certainly not a medical doctor. I don't even pretend to be one in the Yahoo comment section. So again, just be clear when I say, this is what I do or whatever. These are things that I feel I would have done now that I've lived through what I've lived through. So how did I get to where I had to have 13 days ago, carpal tunnel release mini open procedure 13 days ago. I get my stitches out tomorrow as I film this. How did I get here? Well, if you've seen my handlebar videos before, I mentioned that I was trying different bars, different materials, different rises, lengths, angles, everything, trying to stop my right hand from falling asleep during rides and constantly having to shake it out. A little more backstory than that. For about the last probably 5 years, and you know what? Time goes by so fast. It could have even been longer if I'm being honest. My hands fall asleep at night. My right hand much worse than my left, but both hands are affected. And I never really saw anybody about it. I just kind of thought, well, whatever. Never really any issues during the day other than the writing thing with the right hand I talked about. But yeah, they would fall asleep, shake them out, almost go away almost instantly, and go back to sleep, rinse, repeat every night. And then about 5 months ago, it started getting worse on my right hand. It wouldn't go away as fast. Had to shake it out more in the middle of the night on the right hand. I could no longer sleep on my right side. If I slept on my right side, within seconds, the hand would start popping, tingling, buzzing, I'm going to call it, with the pins, the needles, the tingling, almost immediately as soon as I went to sleep on my right side, which limited me to my left side of my back. Spinal fusion, lumbar fusion. I don't sleep on my back very well, so it limited me to my left side. I still wasn't smart enough to go in and figure this out, right? So again, kind of figure out what will, that's future Thunderstruck's problem. So from the thumbnail of this video is what I wish I would have known is I woke up about a month ago on a Wednesday morning and hand was buzzing, tingling, pins, needles, shook it out as I woke up, didn't go away. Went to the bathroom, kind of still doing it, and we're 2 minutes away from being up, 3, 5, 10, wouldn't go away no matter how much I shook it. It stayed. Freaking stayed 24/7. Pins, needles, tingling. When I say that, symptoms. Thumb, there's pins and needles. Palm of the hand, the thumb, the index finger, the middle finger, the inside, the thumb side of the ring finger, but not the, I can't get over there, not the outside of the ring finger and not the pinky. Okay, so thumb, pointer, flipper offer finger, and this half of the ring finger were the ones involved along with the palm of the hand for the pins, needles, and tingling. And that's kind of an important thing, which I later found out. But guys, I had no idea it could possibly stay and be the new reality. And I was, pretty bummed, as you can imagine. So I went into panic mode once it got into like Wednesday night, and I realized, oh my God, this isn't going away. And the fastest appointments I could get were the following Monday to a couple of hand specialists in my area, orthopedics, and I ended up going with the one that could do something about it the fastest. And he did an X-ray in office and an ultrasound in the office, and they don't show anything. And he recommended I needed to make sure it wasn't anything for my neck, so we did a nerve conduction study. Yeah, that wasn't it wasn't an awful test. It also wasn't very fun. It was awfully fun. But yeah, that test showed my right side severe. I guess they can tell with how long it takes, numbers wise on the test. So it categorized my right side as the lower level of severe, upper end of moderate, and my left side is still firmly in the mild. So recommended the procedure. So we did the procedure. Again, it's a mini open. There's like 5 stitches under there in the area there. I went into surgery center 6:30 a.m. and they put me to sleep. I slept through the whole thing. And I was home here at my house by 9 a.m. That's how fast the procedure was. So that was nice. The pain right after the procedure, none. I'm guessing he gave me a local. Didn't even give me any pain pills to come home with. I'm not a big pain pill guy. I wouldn't have taken them anyway. So it ramped up a little bit that night, probably where the local wore off. And I was like, oh no, here we go. And it was fine. By the time I woke up the next day, the surgical site was fine. I mean, it hurt to, of course, even try to do any of this stuff I'm doing now. Yeah, right. So that is coming. And so that was kind of my experience with that. But the tingling, pins and needles, it stayed. It stayed for a week. That would be the following Wednesday. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. On a scale of 0, none, to 10, the worst ever, it was a 10. And I'm like, oh my God, this didn't fix it. And that would have been Wednesday. And then I got into Friday. It's Tuesday as I filmed this. I got into Friday of last week, and it started to fade a little bit. And the pins and needles went down to maybe a 5 on the scale of 0 to 10, went down to a 5, tolerable. And I was like, okay, please just stay like this for the day. And it stayed. And it's pretty much stayed like that. It might even be down to like a 3. It's still there, but if this is the new normal for me, I can live with this. With these pins and needles, I can live with it. He hopes that we caught it early enough that my nerve will regenerate. He did say that it could take time, sometimes days, sometimes weeks, sometimes months, sometimes never comes back at all. So yeah, that's the thing I wish I would have known is just an idiot, I guess I am. If I just would have done a little more checking, and someone spurred me on, maybe if I'd have seen a video like this that wasn't a doctor talking or anybody else, and just kind of telling you my experience of, hey, it's possible that you wake up one day and that freaking thing never stops buzzing. That's pretty terrifying. So what I would have done differently, talking to my doctor, talking to my PT. My PT is also my daughter. Hi, Soph. So that helps. So here's what I've done is these are, I'm going to leave a link. Got these from Amazon. It's not an affiliate link. I don't make a penny. Brace Up. They were like $18 a piece, I think. And I wear those now at night. So I've worn one on the, I had to wear one, the right one, 24/7 for the first 10 days. And I've now had it off. And I'm a free range chicken. And, able to bend a lot more and use my hand a lot more and actually kind of grip things and stuff. So that's going well. But what happens is, I guess when we sleep, we go into like the fetal position and we curl our hands up real tight and we tuck our hands under our chin and all of that sort of good stuff. And I guess that really helps to inflame the nerve, helps to inflame the area and all that. So I have been wearing these guys on both hands, even before the surgery, hoping to not have to have surgery, but that just wasn't the case. But anyway, wearing both of these at night, and I can tell you this, after wearing the one on the left for the last 2.5, 3 weeks, my left hand no longer goes to sleep at all during the night. Neither does the right. No longer. It doesn't matter how I sleep or whatever. You just can't curl the hand up like that. So no longer are my hands falling asleep. Is it fixing the carpal tunnel structure area of my left hand? No, I don't think it is. But just thinking out loud to myself, I'm like, man, you know what? Maybe it's letting the nerve calm down. And it's not letting me go into that screwed up position while I sleep and don't know what I'm doing to hurt it, to make it fall asleep. Those could only be good things. Is it going to prevent me from seeing the OR again and doing this on my left hand? That I don't know. But I'm smart enough to know now that if it starts to keep ramping up even a little bit more at night, or I see different symptoms or something happens during the day, I'm going to get right in and do something about it. So, we don't have as I'm making this, I don't have a result yet, obviously, of just, is this going to be 100% back to a 0 on the tingling scale? That I certainly hope so. I will 100% do a follow-up on this with my end result. I'm guessing sometime in the summer of 2023 will be, the other video will pop up and I'll give you my sort of end result on what happened. But guys, gals, those are the things I wish I would have known that it was possible to A, have the damn thing tingle in pins and needles forever, and B, wearing these night splints would dramatically reduce the symptoms to where my hands no longer, I sleep better. Again, is it going to fix it? I don't know, but I will just tell you this: I'm spending a lot less time, as in no time, waking up and shaking my hands out. So that's good. So I'm sleeping better, and I think this is just the new me. Yeah, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to have a lobster claw, much less 2 lobster claws in the middle of the night, and pull up the covers in the winter and all that stuff. You get used to it. Is it perfect? No. Is it better than going in and getting your hand cut on? Yeah. So. Just do what you got to do. I will leave a link in the description to where I got these. I think they're really great. They're pretty unobtrusive as far as that goes, but go in knowing that they're still going to be obtrusive because you're splinting your hand to where you can't do this thing. So is what it is. So anyway, if you found this video because you're a mountain biker, you found this video because I titled it Carpal Tunnel, and you're just looking right now, if you've been living with the nighttime thing for years, are you 100% going to head on the same direction and path and result that I did? I don't know, but neither do you. I'm just telling you that that's where I ended up. And if I could go back in time, and if you would have told me that, I guess at the end of the takeaway, this whole thing, if you're still with me, if I could go back in time and tell myself 4 years ago, dude, one day you're going to wake up and it's going to buzz and tingle and burn for 24/7. I would have called the doctor, scheduled, got in, got the test, got the surgery 4 years ago. So, or at the very least, try the splints. At the very, very, very least. So anyway, that's where I'm at. So if you have any questions, pop them down in the comments. It's scary. I know if you're looking at this and this is happening to you and you found this video because of it. Hopefully by the time you find it, there's an update to it, and my update is, hey, great news, guys, my tingling is 100% gone, and my hand doesn't hurt, and I can do pull-ups, and everything's great. That's what I'm hoping my next update video will be on this. Well, time will only tell on what that says. So anyway, guys, gals, I hope this helped in some way and didn't make it worse in your head in other ways. And if you have any questions, drop them in the comments. And again, guys, thanks for watching. See ya.